Alright, so today we're going to take another look at the ProCo Rat while I've got it borrowed and just compare it against the Wampler Ratsbane. I'm going to do like an A-B comparison, so I'm going to have Ratsbane on channel A, the ProCo Rat on channel B, and then I'm running straight into the Simplifier. I've got the Marshall amp going and the 412 cabs with the greenback speakers, and then you're hearing that in stereo. Let's see. And then I'm using my Jackson Rhodes for the guitar to run with these. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. I should point out that the controls are a little bit different order on these. So the ProCo Rat is going to be distortion on the left, filter in the middle, volume on the right. And the Ratsbane is going to be volume on the left, filter in the middle, and then gain is going to be on the right-hand side. So just as I'm adjusting that, that's going to be the difference. Right now, everything is straight up in the middle. We do have 3 different gain voices for the Ratsbane. The one right in the middle is stock, and then you have kind of like 2 different versions of turbocharged to the left and right. And then 2 options for the voice. I think that the left is going to be the stock, and then the right is going to be a little bit different on the compression and clipping, the way that it works. Just pretty subtle. We'll kind of get to see that. So that's the clean. That's the Ratsbane. And the Rat. Get some more volume there. Back over to that one. I can hear a big difference between them. Let's see. What's the noise like? Like there's still some noise between both of them. Let's hear them both stacked. The bad Angus and clean. Clarity in there, but let's go ahead and mess around a little bit. So if I take the volume, mess around with that, and the Ratsbane, it's halfway up, full volume, okay, and then over to the Rat, volume all the way down. So I do feel like that in the high volume right there, they're pretty comparable. Mid-range, I didn't feel like they were quite as matched there. So now let's try out the filter. So Ratsbane filter all the way off, bringing it up. Starts kicking in about there. I feel like that was similar to how the Ratsbane did, or how the regular Rat did. Let's try that. Yeah, and it feels like you have either this side or you've got this side. And I feel like this is doing the same with the Ratsbane. You get that. About after 12 o'clock, it really starts to change. Okay, and then let's see. Let's mess with the distortion now. So let's see. Let's bring it up for the distortion on the Rat. Bring it all the way down. All the way down it goes away. Cleanish. Definitely gets fuzzy. That range there. Let's do the same thing with this one over here. Put the filter back up there. And let's see. Let's bring up the distortion. Same thing, it's almost all the way gone, and you get just a little bit of breakup. But they're about the 2 o'clock range. Starts getting fuzzy in there. I can tell a big difference, even though this is supposed to be the stock rat sound. It still sounds different to me. Interesting. And then just within the Ratsbane, let's maybe try the other gain stages, just to show what we have here. So this was the stock. That's the left gain stage. It's the right. Let's see with the distortion up. Let's see. What about this? So just hearing that hum. So even if it's hard to hear the difference when you're playing, you can just kind of set it to that and see that there is a difference just in the way that the noise is kind of reacting there. So that's the stock. Now let's go left. Let's go back to the right. And that heaviness, I mean, I'm playing in standard tuning, so standard into Marshall. Let's go to Fender. Very different to the box. It almost kind of has an octavey feel to it there. It's kind of interesting. And then let's switch the voice too. Some harmonics on there. What about the rat? Can we get those? Okay, so this is stock ProCo rat versus the boosted gain and voice on the Wampler. So, I mean, I could keep on going and jamming on this stuff, but I kind of get the idea with it, which is really that the Wampler Ratsbane is a great take on the rat circuit there, and has a lot of flexibility to it. I like the gain switches and voicing that you can mess with it, but to me, it's still not exactly the rat. You know, the way that it dials in, the way that it reacts, it's still not quite what that original one is. And I know that Brian wasn't going for like just a straight clone on it, so I do like the different voicings and the flexibility of this, but I can still feel a difference between them. And it was kind of the same thing between the Rat and the Ratsbane, and then the Helix, Vermin, and Ratatouille versions of it. So I can see why, like JHS putting out the Pack Rat, which has all these different versions of the rat in there, why that could be appealing to people that are really like going after that sound, because there is just a huge variety, just even between the different versions, kind of going after the same thing. So I hope that this has been helpful for you to just see what's out there. The rat's a cool circuit, and I hope that this shows how flexible the Wampler is as far as being able to get that rat sound. To me, there was times where I felt like this was a lot louder and cut through differently, but this one still has kind of like a way that it reacts to the playing that just felt a little bit different, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it for today, but thank you again very much for watching this, and I will see you again soon.